complex and the interactions are a lot.
Solid, yeah. Okay. So second person, let me just, I would love to do an intro because I just started presenting. Let it be as if it's, well, then it doesn't matter. So second person is saying we should go with Ekene's design. Ekene wants to put me in trouble, but it's all right. It's all right.
I also would love to do a tennis design. If everybody is hopping on that train, I will too. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And I need to learn how to do interactions because that is something that I struggle with and absolutely adore. Like, they're so cool.
Ah, great. Let me go and drag him. This boy.
And it is something we can invite Ekene to come and present for us.
Yeah, that's also something else. Oh God, this guy just. I had plans. Funny that
not the 2 year thing.
Yeah?
This story. Not the 2 year Michael. This story.
Oh man, let me see. Yeah, give me a second. Let me hit him up. Ben, what's Femi, what's up? Are you helping us get the Figma link?
Yes, I'll speak back and yeah, believe it's a template. I'll work on that.
Okay.
And feed it back to you straight. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Let me invite him to the call. ASAP because I love how he is, grown and all of that. So yeah, I just sent him the invite link, so most likely see me in a minute. So we can just ask him. He would even walk us through his build process, because if there's one thing people like to ask is, how did you achieve this? Most interviews that I've been to, or whatever, or projects, clients, because it's also another part that we don't talk about. They open up your design. Like for instance, if they have gone through your website, they will go through your website. I think the guy is here. Ekene Alpha.
Good evening, sir. I'm Mark.
How are you? Can you hear me? Ekene?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, your design wants to put us in trouble. Oh. Everybody's screaming Ekene's design. That's what we should use for the course of this mentorship. I said, let me come and drag you and invite you to the call so that you come and explain yourself.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Good evening.
So we have Michael on the call, we have everybody here, and now you would wait for.
Unfortunately, this is actually my country that you're facing.
I can't hear you clearly. You say what? You say what?
This is actually my colleague that you're facing.
Oh yeah. Cynthia, yeah, she mentioned it. In fact, she mentioned your name. While she reached out to me, she mentioned your name. So, it was. I'm like, okay, nice one. So she has to be here definitely because I know you to be someone that's a very serious person. So if someone should be affiliated to you, so why not? So yeah, so we've been looking at your design, the logo you did, and I happen to share it with every other person here, and we are looking at a particular design to replicate during the course of this session, this mentorship class, and so far almost everyone is hooked on this your design. So I said, go stress. So let me invite you. Let you come and walk us through what happened here. What's all this magic we are seeing? So basically that's it. I reached out to you earlier and I said you would most likely, pick a part in this and just come share your experience, and everybody will learn from your wealth of experience. There's one thing I'm huge on. One thing I love to do is to collaborate with people and see how we can get the best for everybody. So yeah, that's it. That's just it. So that's why you're here, funny enough. Sure you get. So this is the funny thing about life. If he had not shared his design, there is no how I would know about it. and there's no how you guys would know about it. I could have been, you know, $1 million startup, you know, assessing his design, and because he shared it on social media, I'm going to see it. You know, you cannot, let's not downplay time and chance, you know, and luck. Because he shared it, someone is most likely going to see it. That someone could be Barack Obama's son, just having a look at it and be like, "Whoa, Barack Obama's daughter doesn't have a son." So that's how life works. I know how much, because I've shared my work. I know how, you know, people. I'm like, whoa, this person saw this thing. Wow, that's crazy. You know, it has opened me doors. It just creates this level of credibility that there's no doubt he knows what he's doing. Full stop. Even if you know what you're doing 100% and people don't see evidence, I don't know how else people are going to know. So yeah, you just do a walkthrough. Now you put yourself for trouble. Now you go design. Nobody send you. Go do this kind of work. So you don't buy market for yourself. So you're going to do what a walkthrough. I know it's impromptu. It's just part of the learning process. You're going to do what a walkthrough of how this was achieved. I don't know if you have like the Figma link, so we can still use it for practice if that's okay for you to share.
Okay. Currently I'm not on my system, so but I'll share the link with you once I get to my system. But I think what I would just explain is unfortunately the video is sharing the screen, but I'll just talk for
No problems.
Alright.
I'm on the hero section. So this is not, let me chip in. This is just an overview. You don't have to understand anything now, because we are still going to deep dive into the actual, you know, how to start from starting, how you can create accounts in Webflow, how you can start, you know. So just don't feel, hey, what are they talking about here? Or I don't understand, or don't feel overwhelmed. This is just a very clean, lovely landing page design. So it's good to just do a walkthrough of. So some of us are already used to Webflow, so at least it can give you an idea, a little idea of, oh, okay, you know, it can give you an idea of how he does stuff. Like I was saying earlier, some people, sometimes recruiters or founders will open your website and they will scroll through and they will look for a project. Let's say, for instance, they will open this one and they will say, okay, and they will just ask, they will, on the call with you, they will ask you, okay, how did you, you know, walk us through this and walk us through that? How were you able to do this? Or they'll ask you, how long did it take you to build your design? Something where you do, they'll be asking you questions. So they just want to know your thought process. They want to know how you were able to, you know, think during the process of doing something, you know, and all of that. So yeah, they do that a lot. You know, I've had founders and I've hopped on calls, discovery calls. They will just hop on the call with you. They just want to know that, you know, you are who you say you are. That's the funny truth. That is the funny truth. So you have to now start explaining yourself. Oh, this is how I did it. This is what led to this part. It took me this amount of time. How you were able to communicate with how the back and forth, blah blah blah. You know, all those plenty talks. So yeah. So okay, then you have the floor for Lugo.
All right. First of all, good evening, everyone. I don't think I need anything like right. The thing is, I think I took a course in December, during December period, right? Even that I've been taking course, even seeing I think last week, but then I asked the question in the community and people were answering me, right? It's like, and I just said this to please and stop someone that need to help me. And I hope and call with me or answer the thing directly. So now, one thing I learned from David during our session, it's actually simple, but I think it solves a lot of problems. Before you go into any design, either the UI or the functionality, first of all, think about it on your own, right? How would it work? How would it solve? If you see on this illustration, if you check the page, right, you will see like there's this lights that around this show. I did a lot of research, right? I spoke to the content developers, not one, not two. I spoke to a lot of people, I watched videos, but I couldn't see any video that was explaining this. No video showed me. So what I did was I just thought about how I solved it with Figma. Right? I solved it just exactly the way I was solving it with Figma. And when I tried it, I just tried it and I perfected it. And this is the explain that easier for countries, right? It was after solving it and I saw that, oh, my friend now showed me a different way of solving it, which was would have given me the same result, but this time I'm forced me to solve it myself. What am I doing? Right? First thing is not about being scared of how it will work. First thing is dissecting how you will do it. If you know how you will do it, I think that solves a lot of problems, right? Because it's what you know to solve that you can ask questions about, you can browse about. I think I used to talk to most people that are close to me. Um, Before you come and ask me questions about something, at least browse about it so you have this idea that something like this is coming. Because now, if you ask me questions, for me to get it right, I would need to like understand it, which means you need to explain it. You get? And for you to explain it to me, the same way you would explain it when you're searching online. You want to ask ChatGPT, you want to browse on YouTube. If you don't know how it works, you would not know how to ask questions. So I think the best way is first dissecting how the solution will come. Say, for instance, you have a landing page. You want to first have that idea that, oh, we do have various sections. These are the sections. You want to divide them by sections in your brain. These are the sections and the landing page will be carried. Or, oh, these are the groupings that this content will carry. Once you solve that, this granularly, it would help you in the way that you would design it, right? I know I will not talk about how I came around with most of these interactions because they were really tough, right? Some of them were disturbing. Some of them I've done them before. I think the only one that I've not done, when you're scrolling the nav bar, a mini nav bar comes down, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I learned, like I said, maybe I think
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm sorry, I have it for something.
Okay.
Right. So, as I was saying, right, really is first dissecting how this works.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, I'm very informed with my phone. I can get it for.
I can hear you, but it's kind of breaking.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. No problems. Okay. No problems. I thank you so much for the words. Really great. So if there's anything I learned so far is something I've always talked about, and what the system or the strategy he used is problem solving. Everything, I think almost anything is possible. Almost anything is possible. That mindset alone puts you in a different mode entirely. Anything is possible with Webflow. You can literally do anything. Also, if there's one thing I love about all of this is problem solving. Just figuring out how you would do it. Like I would always tell people, when a client gives you a design like this or any kind of design, let's say you two are on a call trying to figure out how best to go about it. Now, what I do is when I'm looking at the design and the client is talking, in my head, I am playing the entire thing in my head. I am figuring out how this will be achieved, how this section will be achieved. If he did some prototyping or animations and we are playing that, and also if he's playing it, I'm also looking at how can I do this in Webflow. Is this something that I can do? Like I always say, Webflow is like a blank canvas. What is achievable is dependent on what you can do. So yeah. So I always ask myself, God, this is my experience. He reached to do this thing or not? So yeah, these are the things, these are the questions I ask myself. Not just agreeing and saying yes or no. And even if it's a no, I don't just say no immediately. I just take my time and tell the client, okay, I'll get back to you. Let me have a look at it, for the second time. And all of that. If there's something I love about how Michael operates, or how Michael and I operate, he every now and then we jump on random calls. Let's say he has like a project and there is a particular functionality that he's looking at achieving, and and it's not making sense. He just calls me, and at the moment I may not know how best to go about it myself, but because we are on that call and we believe that this thing is possible, we just start talking about it. Before we start figuring ways to go about it, and before you know it, boom, there's a solution. But before he will call me, I do not know the answer to the problem. That's the funny truth. I don't. But because we are on that call, at that point in time, our brain is just running here and there, thinking of ways. So it's more of a problem-solving skills, than Webflow, being a Webflow developer. So I think a problem-solving mindset has more to do with how you solve problem, whether you're a Webflow developer or not, or a product designer. Because if you're a Webflow developer and you do not think problem solving, when an issue comes up, you will just say, "Oh, it's not possible, Jerry. There's no way this could work." But if you are a problem solver, you think of ways this can work, and you look at how best you can go about it. So yeah, I think so far it's really, really good. And yeah, we would most likely work with this. We're going to build out the hero section, and we're going to move on to this section, and we're going to do it section by section, this section next, and all of that fine stuff. And if we are ever hooked on any section, Ekene is just around the corner to come and, help us and bail us from this chaos that he has created. So, not chaos, this amazing work of art that he has created. I love the blog section, I really do. Really cool. So yeah, so at this point, do we have like any blocker, any question, anything at all that we want to share? Just any random thing at all. So far, so good, they say. So Ekene, when you are, before today runs out, you can just share with me the link to the Figma file. And if you still have a file, a Figma design, a website design that you think would fly, you still have like a different opinion on which one you want us to do, you can also share with me or share on the group, or you can share on the chat section, and we are going to see how we can have a look at it and decide. So who has any words, any question at this point? You can just raise up your hands and ask. Okay, so far there's none. Great. So okay. All right, Tosin, Ayola.
Yes, at some point I was not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, I said at some point I could not hear what you were saying due to network. So yeah, you said we're learning my first question is we'll be learning all this naming system, but I can see it now. Now that it's using current SGS, that question is answered. So yeah, my second question is there a limit to what we can achieve with Webflow? I'm aware we'll be learning how to design websites, landing page, and all. I'm making use of CMS for web design. For at the moment, is there a limit to what we can achieve, with Webflow? Can we make use of Webflow for web applications?
Great. That's a very solid ass question, because we'll talk about this first part. Basics of Webflow, what is it and what it's not. So that's a very good question right there. A very, very good question. So yes, Webflow is basically front end. Webflow is basically front end. Webflow is mainly for websites building. Now, what Webflow is not a web app tool. There's a difference between websites and web apps. Now, websites are, let's do a little bit of research. And let's get, why are you guys not giving me what I want? What is a website? An example. Okay, in a simple term, a website is a collection of web pages. The web pages are online pages that you can view by using the internet web services, for example, blah, 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 all of that. So yeah, it's a collection of all of this. So this is a website. Now, okay, good. So now a web app is on a different level. Now a web app is different from a website. So most times I do get some weird type of offers from clients, and you will now find out what they are looking to create or to build is a web app, not a website. And you'll be like, damn, that's crazy. Because sometimes it's even hard to explain because, oh boy, beginning to explain, imagine you trying to explain the difference between a website and a web app and all of that stuff. Sometimes it gets really complicated and all of that. So yep, a website is a website. It's a read. Most times it's read only. Like you just read information, get informational stuff, do the basic stuff and all of that. But then a web app, once it goes beyond the walls of what a website can do, it is most likely a web app. And characteristics of web apps is CRUD. CRUD stands for create, delete, read, and update. Create, read, update, and delete. So it is like the basic characteristics of a web app. You can be able to create stuff, create items. You can be able to read items. You can be able to delete items. You can be able to update items. So yeah, CRUD. And as you can see over here, create, read, update, delete, create, read, update, delete, post, get, put, deletes, and all of that stuff. So most times a website can most likely cannot create, cannot read, it depends though, cannot like update stuff, cannot delete stuff. You get? So this is where web app comes in, because it goes beyond what a website can do. So that is what Webflow is not. But you can create web apps using Webflow and other integrations like Whisk and Xano and Airtable and Zapier and all of that. You can combine different tools to create a web app. But Webflow as a standalone may not, at the moment, do web app stuff. All right. Is that clear enough, Ayola?
Yes, that was straightforward.
Yeah, great.
All right. Ask the question.
Sure. Why not? I mean, if you have any question, I think we'll just ask. All right.
You give us like I think for the most part I understand what a web app is, or I think it was like a daily web app that we use for us to understand more what create, read, update, and this.
Great. All right, let's take a look at this website, for instance. Yeah, let's take a look at this website, for instance. This is the website, there's solutions, use case, all of that stuff, it's just like the front end. Now, when you go to track delivery, see, now you are able to create by inputting your track number, whatever, and you say track shipments. And if you put rubbish number, it says order not found. So this is an example of a web app. Now, this is the front end that I did, but I did not create this track delivery. It was back end guys that did this thing, So this is not because if you notice how you would know, we have firstdelivery.co and all of that. I created all these pages. I did all of this page. I did all the use case. I did all the company. I think I did the company page. Did I? I'm not sure. As I said before, it's not even working. Get a quote, for instance. I think I did. Okay, no, I did not do this page. Now, when you go to track delivery, it's an app. It's because you are doing more than just getting info and updating your brain and all of that. Now you are actually carrying out an action as part of the crude I talked about. Create, read, update, delete. You are actually creating because you want to be able to see a particular item, which is like you want to read. Let's not say create. You want to read because it's already there. Your shipment or your whatever is already there in the database. You want to be able to call it and read it and see it and view it. So if you put in a tracking number and you say track shipments, because it is not a valid stuff, it says order not found. So this is an action. This is something happening that has gone beyond front end stuff. If I had inputted the right tracking number, it will fetch the data from where it is and display to me, and all of that. That is one. So this is an example of it has gone beyond. This is now, if you notice the link here, is now web.firstdelivery.co, whereas mine, all what I did is just firstdelivery.co. But when you click on track delivery, it changes to web.firstdelivery.co. So this was built and I just embedded the link on this button or on this text here to take us to this page. More examples are Piggyvest. Piggyvest is also another great example. This is like their front end. This is like their website, looking all fine and fancy, the front end stuff, but then it is more informational. You just get to learn more about their products and all of that fine stuff. You can go to save. They have all different pages for all their whatever. If you go to target savings, you will see the inner page for target savings looking all beautiful and shared, great. Go to invest, stories. But then you see these two buttons here, sign in and create free account. When you say create free account, now we are now outside of the website. So this is a trick, because this front end stuff, maybe this was built with Webflow. Now, Webflow, based on how limited it is, when you click on create free account, it takes you outside of Webflow because what was done is on Webflow, you just embed the link to the web, to the create free account stuff. And now we are now outside of Webflow because from the link, mind you, from the link, you can discern, you can tell, oh, this is now dashboard.piggyvest.com/register. It is no longer piggyvest.com. You see, it is no longer piggyvest.com. It has now changed to dashboard. So this is now an external thing. So this is now an app. This is like their app where you sign in, full name, email, all of this stuff, and you create accounts. Now you are creating again the crude: create, read, update, and delete. Now we are creating an account. This is not something native Webflow can do, even though you can do this by integrating a third-party tool. So yeah, so after all, when you click on sign in, see, it takes me outside of Webflow, asking me to sign in. And when I do, it fetches my own account and displays it to me. my dashboard, and from here onward is an app, because the app allows me to withdraw money, do lots of stuff, that is not just websites, Do you understand? Is it well explained? Who asked the question? Is it understandable at this point?
I think I understand now. Basically, a website just gives you information about the product or company you are viewing.
Yes.
And the moment you want to create an action, like maybe sign in, create an account, it takes you outside of the website to the web app.
Amazing. That's just it. So the crude, I always work by the crude factor. Create, read, update, and delete. If there's nothing you've learned today, just know that this is a thing. Crude is a thing. It's a thing. Yeah. So give or take, this is because we are here, we are one family. I have also, because like I said, life is all about upscaling and constant growing. Also, because most times I get clients that want to build web apps, not your website. So what I did is now take it upon myself to, bask into the world of web apps. So as you can see, this is a tool that I'm still figuring out. It's complicated. It's more like you are coding, but it's crazy. So I'm still trying to, learn, because we are all humans and we learn. Learning is not limited to anybody and anyone. So I'm also learning this tool. It's a low-code tool. Webflow is a no-code tool, because you may not necessarily understand writing code. Give me a second, guys. Webflow is a no-code tool and a low-code tool, because but this thing is a low-code, because at the end of the day, you have to write code. So what I'm learning is something that allows me build web apps, not just websites, web apps, So that's the phase, that's the place I'm at now. I want to be able to do web app stuff. You see, for instance, this is like, oops, I know it's not going to work. There's a search feature, there's a new feature. So this is not just the regular web app thing, website thing. It's more of, going further and, doing something more, outside of the confine of, websites. I could choose to just want to, because I get bored easily, kind of. So if I do something for a while, I'm like, come on, what's the next level to this thing, man? Just want to like upscale. So yeah, so that's it. Because we are here, I just had to share this part. So this is more of web apps, things that allow me create, read, update, delete, view, all those web apps thing, database, Java, all of those big stuff. So yeah, at this point, do we have any question? At this point, do we have is there a confusion or something that I'm missing? Something that, you feel you want to add? Michael, do you have anything to add? I know you have something to add. I mean, let's draw from your pool of wealth as well. So Michael is my co-tutor and we will be handling this entire session together. Michael, what's up? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just in the background observing.
Yeah, so what's up? So far, so good. All right, great, Benjamin Osagi. I love it. We love it. So Michael, so far, do you have anything to add as far web apps, websites, and generally and everything?
Nothing actually for now. I don't have anything to say. Hold on.
Okay, great. All right, guys. So I wouldn't want to overwhelm us with lots of plenty talk, and we were able to know more about ourselves, because this first call is just basically getting to know us more and starting off with knowing what Webflow is not and what Webflow is, and we've done that. The limitations of Webflow, I wouldn't say limitations. Webflow just does its thing, does its best to give you the best. And yeah, that's it. And so far, I would say this is a good intro session. I wouldn't want to go beyond this, so I wouldn't overwhelm us. So tomorrow is Saturday. We're supposed to also meet tomorrow, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So tomorrow we're going to deep dive into actual practical stuff. So tomorrow we're going to create an account. We're going to. So I just want to urge us to like have a Webflow account. If that's the only thing you're going to do today, please do it. I mean, come on, it's like the most. I wouldn't say the easiest, but it's just what it is. Just let's just create a Webflow account for tomorrow, because from tomorrow we will start looking at understanding the interface easily for beginners. We'll start looking at the interface. So this is basically the interface. Let me just log out. Yep. So this is how it looks like. So this is the developers portal. This is how it looks like. You're going to see all the projects that you're working on like this. If you want to create a new site, you can just click on create a new site, and you can choose either of these templates, or you can choose a blank template to select from, and you can name the template to whatever, and you're going to create your blank page. So I want us to be at this level tomorrow. You're just going to create, like, it's very simple. If I log out now, it will take me to this part. So I want us to be able to create an account, sign in with your email. That is what it takes to create an account. Just sign in with your email, or sign up with your email rather, and put in your username, password, all of that stuff, and create your account. And make sure that you are on this page. Basically, just once you sign in, let's make sure you are on this page. If you can get it to this point, kudos to you. You've done well for the day. No stress. If you can get it to this point, then kudos to you. So we can just kick off. By that tomorrow, Ekene must have shared the design, Figma design, with me. And tomorrow we're going to have a look at it, and we are going to, dissect it as designers and as developers. And we're going to look at the best strategies to use to solve the problem at hand. All right. So I think I'm going to stop here for now, and tomorrow should be a great day to continue. So please, no matter what you do, let's just try to be available tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. If you're outside of the country, like Canada, my 7 p.m. is like your 1 p.m., like Shobola has said. So I don't know, Shobola, are you going to be available tomorrow, 1 p.m. your time?
No, I won't be available because I do music as well, and tomorrow is typically our rehearsal.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's quite a distance. Somewhere I can just say, "Oh, I'll be back. I'll make sure I come back very early." But we actually close and finish 3, and I'll probably be home by 5. So that's like 11 p.m. your time.
Yeah, that's crazy. But obviously the class will be recorded. Sure you get.
Yeah, I will do my best to keep up, and then hopefully mention that you'll be available for any questions.
Yeah. Like trust me, that's one. I'm always available. As long as it's you guys, I'm available. Just drop the question, whatever you feel is the issue. So yes, that's it. I'll be available. So Cynthia, Chair, do you have so far? What's up? What do you think?
I don't have any question. Actually very happy to engage. Really, this is interesting.
All right, great. Akinson G, what's up?
Yeah, I'm good so far. So I'm just excited to all of it tomorrow.
All right, great. Olatunji Adebayo. Olatunji Adebayo. Olatunji, are you here? You are muted. Olatunji Smith.
Yeah, sorry. I'm actually in transit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the class was cool. Yeah.
All right.
Wait for more.
All right.
Thank you so much.
No problems. Oyedikachi Beji. What's up? Oyedikachi, you are muted. Onyedikachi, okay. Opeyemi Ajimati. Opeyemi, what's up? So far, so good. All these people are watching football, I'm sure. That's why. Opeyemi, are you here?
Football has ended now.
Oh, 1-0 still, yeah?
Yes.
Nice. I'm proud of my country. Proud of my country, man. Opeyemi, I want somebody here. Okay, it's not. Shina Tarrant, I mean, you're used to all of this already, so this is nothing new to you.
Yeah, I'm just excited to get started building.
Yeah, okay. But at least I don't know, you got to understand more, I don't know, web apps or websites, or if something you've already known before.
Sorry, I didn't understand that. Say it again.
Like the idea of web apps and websites and CRUD and all of that, is it something you've already known before, or it's just,
Yeah. I'm kind of familiar with it, but I'm just excited to get going.
Great. No problems then. All right, Tosin Ayula. Okay, I think Tosin, you've already said something earlier, so I don't know. I think the last year on my screen is Toyin Daniels. Toyin Daniels, what's up? Toyin Daniels.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Toyin.
Yeah, I'm a complete beginner, so I'm just like, God, I hope I'll be able to do it. So that's what just going through me.
You will. You will, man. I'm sure you can and you will. From tomorrow, just try to be in class. Please, just try. That's the only thing I'll tell you. Just try to be, be there.
Yep.
Just try to be there. We're going to start from tomorrow to follow things through. And if there's any point you have a question, please ask. All right? It's very important. Please ask. Yeah. If you don't understand any concept, anything at all, please ask. That's just it. Yeah, sure. So Tosin, what is something for? Tosin Ayula. All right, great. Opeyemi, can you hear me? Opeyemi Ajimati.
No. I was just going to say the class was totally awesome.
All right, great, no problems. Opeyemi Ajimati and Onyedikachi Ibeji. Onyedikachi Ibeji, are you there? All right. So Opeyemi and Onyedikachi, I don't know, maybe they're sleeping or something. So, yeah. So this is where we're going to stop for now. Benjamin Osagi, what's up? I don't know, what's up with you? Are you there?
Hello, Dave Mas. Good evening. I'm here.
Yeah, great. So far, what's up?
Well, it has been a great intro. Let me use that word. I'm quite understand Webflow before, but it seems that I've lost touch or lost base with Webflow. So it's more like, for me, would I say refresher course? More or less.
Okay.
For me, refresher course and more learnings for my own self.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. So for people that just want to refresh, man, the only thing I would say is just try to be available. Just try to be present. Try as much as you can to be available, because there's so much I can do on my own part. I can only try to be there. I'm going to be there at all times. I'm going to try to break down things to you guys, but on your own part to just be available, be willing to learn and practice. If you take away practice, that's the part I cannot help you with. I can help you with your personal practice. That is what will skyrocket you to whatever level. So yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to drop a link also for tomorrow's session. By 6:50, 7 p.m. we kickstart, and we're going to deep dive into tomorrow's class. So, all right, guys, you guys have been amazing so far. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So yeah, thanks guys for joining. This has been amazing. Yeah. Bye guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m.
Yeah, bye everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, take care of yourself, guys.
Bye.
Would not be
What's that? Nigeria don't flood the space. 12,000 plus people.